are back. Rand franchise. In the last stream, we ended up doing the second half of the season, you know, winning the Super Bowl like we do. It seems like we do it a decent amount. Uh, did what the Chiefs couldn't do, and we three-peated, making us at 4 Super Bowls in this 10. What are we? 10 years in now? Ooh. We're gonna go ahead and actually let's quickly show you. Um, as you see, we have negative 6.2 million cash space, so unfortunately, we can't bring anyone back. Uh, so broke, in fact, we can't even franchise tag anyone. Because in order to do that, because I would franchise tag George Ramirez, in order to do that, I'm gonna need to give them an offer that they decline. So personally, what I think EA should do, and this is something I'm officially adding to my list, make it to where you can franchise tag even if you don't have the money, because obviously you're allowed to do that in real life. Just in the game, for some reason, you're not. So we're gonna have to say goodbye to all of those players, which really sucks. As you see, we're at a 91 overall, 93 offense, 91 defense. We dropped down 4 overall in our offense, 3 in our defense, 3 in total overall. We do have 13.5 mil of cap space all of a sudden. George Ramirez and Levi Boley leading the way as 1 and 3. However, asking for 34.5 mil and 36 mil a year, well, it's just a bit out of our budget. Jared Verse, former guy for us. Puka Nacua. He was a guy I was hoping would retire a Ram. Unfortunately, that ship has sailed now. Javier Edwards was someone I actually expected us to keep around. I mean, we actually are able to re-sign him. I just don't think it's worth it financially. I would rather have the wiggle room to be able to sign someone than not. Lamar Oldham. What a name. Well, here's what the roster is now looking like. Keaton Poindexter, really the only solidified wide receiver here. Uh, Running back room is looking phenomenal. With our second ranked receiver being a former 7th round pick who has yet to make a regular season catch. And then our third guy being a 5th round guy, same thing, yet to make a catch. Our fourth guy is undrafted. Our fifth guy, 7th round pick. Please, Jason Bryant, tell me. No, undrafted. So, out of all 6 of our receivers, only one of them have made a catch in the NFL. And that's Keenan Poindexter, who has had a very consistent career so far. Hasn't cracked 1,000 yards. He's always been above 800. Touchdowns have been relatively the same. First round pick. He'll finally have his moment to shine now, as he was wide receiver 3 behind Puka Nacua and George Ramirez, he's now gets the immediate jump to number 1. Michael Watkins. Okay, so this is a backup guy playing at left tackle. That's probably not going to happen. I mean, it's nice to know we have guys who can play at the tackle position if need be, but we do need a tackle badly. Defense, on the other hand, is still looking very solid besides the left end. So that's definitely going to be a focal point we go after, because a 64 overall being our guy is, well, it's not ideal. Might have to move Smith over if worse comes to worse. But anyway, we are going to look to maybe sign pretty much just one guy in free agency. Really just a guy who is asking for a significant, says we're targeting one person. We're not though, but okay. Someone who we can afford, like comfortably afford, not a fullback. Al Hampton. Now he's been a journeyman, it looks like, but he has produced numbers, especially for a 7th round pick. Ended up going to Atlanta, immediately getting playing time, ends up putting up 1,100 yards, then goes to New Orleans, has a really productive 2 years, ends up putting up his career high, then goes to Pittsburgh, immediately puts up 900 yards, bit of a down year after that, and then goes to Minnesota and puts up 600 yards. I actually think that could be a decent signing for us. You're gonna be a league minimum though, because I don't think there's going to be a single team who will sign you outside of us. I was hoping there'd be a guy who has played with us. Antoine Mays is definitely a shout. We'll do a 1 year 2.5 mil on you. Antoine Mays is definitely, he has done really good things for us. Preseason legend. So if we could bring him back, that would be pretty nice. Just on a 1 year deal, maybe not even make the roster, but have a familiar face who we can rely on, who we know we can rely on. And honestly, Rashard Fletcher didn't really play very well for us. So he's a guy I'm okay letting go. But Troy Franklin, a guy who has not been on this team for a long time, I could definitely see us bringing him back. The issue is I don't really want to pay 4 mil. We're also at that point where, these guys are going to run up the cost. So I reckon we just stick with who we are targeting, Antoine Mays, for, what was it, the 2.5 mil we're offering. Puts us at 11 mil overall. I reckon we also look at an edge rusher, just so we can say, hey, we have someone, we have decent depth. Oops, wrong one. Ooh, 48 overall. Sometimes you just gotta hang it up. Oh, shoot. Jeez. Oh, let's sort by interest, actually. I didn't even think about doing that. He is a scheme fit and everything. One year free mill, prove it deal. I can do that. So we pretty much have 8 million now in cash space. I think that's going to be where we stop. We end up getting Craig. Craig, thank you. Um, Antoine Mays, he is holding out, which I don't. I mean, I can't be upset about him. George Ramirez signs a 4-year, 143.8 mil deal with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Congratulations to you. Levi Boley signs with the Bengals, so they should be seeing each other twice a year. That's certainly going to be interesting. Okay, we get Antoine Mays, so perfect. Trevor Lawrence ends up signing back with the Jaguars. Puka Nacua, he ends up signing a 2-year deal where he's getting about 18.5 mil from the Washington Commanders. That's to you. Jared Verse signs a 1-year deal with the Green Bay Packers. Congratulations to you. Quincy McKenzie, still unsigned, former guy for us. Was year one draft class. I think he was actually our third pick because it was first one was Mike Winkler, second was Dylan Northcutt, who is still on the team. So shout out to Dylan Northcutt. And then third, I want to say was Quincy McKenzie. I want to say they were both second round picks. Oh, we have a trade. The Jets acquired Brian Keaton in the trade with the Broncos. We're going to quickly look at the free agency recap. Here are all the players who got signed. Talk about any, ones that are important, aka division signings, or any of our guys who are, getting a shot somewhere else. Javier Edwards, he's joining Jared Verse, building a good defense, signed with the Packers on a 2-year deal. Kevin Ross, receiver, signs a 3-year deal with the Seahawks. I'm actually glad they did that because that is a brutal deal for a 30-year-old. Doesn't look like there was that many division signings so far, or former guys. Quincy McKenzie, he goes unsigned. I'm sure he will end up getting an opportunity. I do want to see Troy Franklin and Rashard Fletcher both go unsigned. That must suck. Private workouts. If we quickly go over to the talent, as you'll see, we have Luke Gaines, round 1 guy. He is going to be who we end up taking, hopefully. Sidney Ramsey also looks really good. We're going to go ahead and do maybe not Christopher Ford, but those two. Any of the guys who we have favorited. I mean, we could do Sidney Ramsey. He's projected to go 6 overall, though. But I genuinely think he will be worth it. I think he's that good. He looks amazing. So, like, I seriously, I mean it. He looks like he could be like an all-time great. D-tackle Brian Keaton, and in return they get right tackle Dorian Rosenthal and a 6th-round pick. So pretty much a player-for-player swap. The 6th-round pick, while it could be impactful, we're not expecting it to be. It's a 6th-round pick.
Every career starts as a dream.
We have the 8th overall pick. Okay, so I was right. Sidney Ramsey is him. Now, realistically, do I think I'm going to get him? Absolutely not. And he goes to 4 to the Detroit Lions. I was not going to trade up to that. Now, the smart move here is to trade down, get a 1st rounder this year, and, for future as well. Like the Browns offering a first, second, third for pick 20 is pretty good. Sorry, Arizona. I'm not doing anything with you again. We've like drained your picks. Okay. The Browns take quarterback, which makes sense. If you're going to give up that much value, it's probably going to be for a quarterback. Let's quickly check the receivers. Okay, so Alfonso Walton actually ends up being pretty solid. So he's definitely a guy who we could come back to probably in the 4th round. But for us, we're going to be taking Luke Gaines out of Texas. I mean, number 8, took him at 20. 98 acceleration. Ooh, I saw that. Hidden Dev. Oh. Does it really not show like the best guy? So we have round 1 for 2s. And that's it. I reckon we take Rashad Bowden here. $49, took him at 26, hidden dev, so it ends up being worth it regardless. With the hopes we can move those guys down to edge, left end, right end. I don't want to rely on that, but it's at least there if we choose to take that route. Now, Kai Brown is elite. That's probably going to be someone we end up taking. Alfonso Walton is also 24. I'm just now realizing that. But I think the move here is, do we not have a single corner? I mean, you're favorited Percy Long, but does that necessarily mean anything? No, not really. We'll come back to that. We're going to end up taking a right outside linebacker, Brian Anderson. We already took left outside. We're going to get right outside this time. 28, took him at 32. Hidden dev, good pick. Now, we don't have a second round pick, which is okay, because I believe we have some thirds. Looks like only 2 of them, actually. Is there a team who has multiple third round picks this year? Oh, hold on, I'm getting a phone call. No, actually, screw that. I'm not answering this phone call. I have a feeling I know what this phone call is going to be. And I don't know what the fuck is happening. But where I work, I guess there's like, it is summer, so it makes sense. Everyone's calling off, and I guarantee if they leave a voicemail, it's going to be them asking me to come in. And the answer is going to be no. I am not coming in. I don't want to. I mean, do we take best available is the issue. I think we almost have to. Robert Fryer. He's the second best guy who is available, or second rank. 23 took him at 64, hidden dev. I'll say we almost have to. We're going to end up taking Percy Long now. 140 took him at 90, so not the greatest pick, but definitely a solid one. We needed, just kind of a guy to go there. And with this pick, okay, he is still here. Oh, I got a bit scared for a second. I didn't see him. We're going to take Alfonso Watson. He is 24, but I can look past that. 83 took him at 96, normal dev. Don't know how much, if anything, he's going to boss him into, but Joel Parto ends up going to the Panthers. So good for him. We have a round 2 for 3 guy and a round 3 for 4. I reckon we take Tavares Parson first because he is projected to go. 102, 118, hidden dev. If he happens to go in the next 10 picks, it's gonna suck, but I honestly don't remember his name, so if he did, it really does suck. Okay, he's still here. Kai Brown. We're gonna take you. 60 took you at 128. Normal dev. Let me check if I got a voicemail, because if I do, I'm gonna have to quickly mute up and listen to it. There is no voicemail though. That's something. Okay, it's not. Okay. I had no idea. Apparently it's the same number, so it's a company phone. I thought this whole time it was like individual people calling me. So no, okay. I don't know who's calling me. I mean, they're from Ohio, which is where I live, so the only thing I could think of is it's a job that I applied to a while ago, but the issue is I don't really need a job. I have one. I could get a second one, granted, but I already had a place in mind. And if it's them, then that sucks. I could have answered. Okay. See, I don't really care enough to go after these guys. Well, let's go after Dustin Hogan because he is younger. So we will do that. But outside of him, I seriously don't care. Okay. Sorry about that. I was looking on my phone. Okay, who do we want to take? We address corner, although we don't know how good he'll end up being. So maybe it's worth going after another one. Just to be safe. Which, not a single... Oh! Looks like you can't really do man coverage, but everything else you're good at. We're looking for someone who's good in coverage, though. So press man zone. So we're looking for someone who hopefully has all C's. Which down here, JD Hawkins, he does have F in that. But he actually doesn't look bad. He might be a guy who we end up taking. Not now, but towards the end. Well, even later on, I say. Or like Will Williams. We'll take Will Williams now. Why not? 99, 160. Okay, see? Good pick by me. We're in the 6th round, so at this point, I'm willing to take these undrafted guys who I think could be something. So Christopher Ford is probably the biggest one. I don't need any of those other guys. We drafted so many of them. Christopher Ford. There's no way. 22? We have another pick immediately after. Does that say Allen or Alien? Better say Allen. That would be a horrible name. Alien? Okay. We just got seriously such a good pick. Let's look at D tackles. We could use a D tackle. We never did end up taking a O lineman, which is okay. Honestly, Marvin Groves doesn't even look bad. But I do think Miles Bennett does look slightly better, so we'll take Miles Bennett. Welcome aboard, Miles. Sounds pretty controversial. Guys, we've killed the draft. Okay, one bad pick is not going to ruin an a 6th-round pick is not going to ruin the organization. Let's address the elephant in the room, all right? It's not. It was J.D. Hopkins, right? Yeah, screw it. 6th round, we'll take J.D. Hopkins. There's some claps. 261, 192. Not terrible. Hidden dev, so. Let's go. We still have 2 more picks. I reckon we end up trading this one away. We'll take Denver's. 2037. I'm okay with 2 years in the future. And last, and certainly not least, Mr. Irrelevant. We don't need another running back. I was considering it. Are going to look at a left tackle. Question is, which one do we bring in? There's a few guys. Off the get-go, not a big fan of you. Well, meh. We'll keep an eye on you. Actually, you're definitely leading. This guy, like I said, you're both literally the same exact player. One age is probably going to come down to it. 23, 22. I don't know. It's pretty close between those two. You know, yeah, why not? We'll take a flyer on J-Ron Westbrook. 319. Okay. Can forget about that pick. Draft recap. How well did we do? First pick, Luke Gaines, 76. Beautiful. And he has hidden dev. So, big dreams for him. Rashawn Bowden, 73. Hidden dev, I believe. Good pick. Can't complain. And then we happen to double dip, getting Brian Anderson, 74. Hidden dev. Good pick. And then we happened to triple dip. Robert Fryer, 74. Hidden dev. So one of these guys is probably going to be moved. Or probably, honestly, multiple could be. Cornerback Percy Long, 68. Not terrible. Definitely not, worth running around singing and dancing. Alfonso Walton out of 70 is pretty good for a backup. 69 for Tavares Parson. Pretty good for a 4th-round pick and hidden dev. Ain't gonna catch me complaining. Kai Brown with a 72. It's a good pick. Then we go 69, 69, pretty good. 74 is amazing for a 6th-round pick. And 63 and 65 and whatever overall you are. 64. So not terrible. I'm actually really happy with this draft minus those final 3 picks. I had to quickly check if any of our cornerbacks were from Alabama. You know how I am with the Bama boys. Ultimately, we're going to go to depth chart. We're going to have to reorganize some of these. Because obviously, we don't need a 74 and a 73. Brian Anderson can honestly stay because I don't think we need a right end. Anyway, we draft. Oh, did we not draft Kevin? Oh no, we signed Kevin Craig. That's right. Oh, mine depth chart. Whoops. Wanted to be at NFL rosters. Rashad Bowden, you were the one we took in the first, right? Okay, you were. So we're gonna end up moving you because I want you to get more playing time. We took a higher pick on you. We want you, obviously. Bumped you down to a left end. Took you from a 73 to a 74, so you improved. Okay, and we do have a good right end in Demario Conley. So now we just have solid backup edge rushers, which I think is really good. The issue I have come across, however, though, is maybe we have too many. Because Kai Brown, I mean, where does he fit in this puzzle? Or honestly, we could look to trade away Dom Pierre. I know it's a controversial one, but I ultimately think it might be a move that has to happen. He's a 79. He was a second round pick. I don't necessarily know if we'll end up getting a first for him. Robert Fryer is star dev. I don't know why he's a rookie, so he shouldn't be known. Okay, though, game? Sure. Or here, I actually have an idea. What if we ended up moving him to right outside linebacker? Or not right outside linebacker, right end. Kai Brown. That could honestly be a move that works, and I'm willing to roll with it. He is a 72. Matthew Smith could actually be a trade guy. fact, I think he probably will be. Or he could just legit straight up be a cut, which I don't want to end up having to do, but, well, just how the story goes, I guess. Well, why is that happening? So I need to go into depth chart now and fix all of that mess. I mean, geez. So let's first and foremost make sure left outside is good. Fryer at the 2, yes. Right outside, Sweeney, whatever. Brian Anderson, good. Left end should be Rashad Bowden. And then it should be. Do we not have a second left end? We do. Tavares Parson. Third guy, I don't necessarily care who it is. Here, it should be Demario Conley. Gonna make it Kai Brown and then Matthew Smith. There. That's how it should be. Sure, Kevin Craig, you can have it. I feel bad. We brought you in here and probably not even going to make the team. And then I also want to do receivers because I can. Wide receiver 1 is obvious, set in stone. We're going to let Luke Gaines have a shot. We're going to let Christopher Ford have a shot. I'm sorry, Brandon Washington. I do think you are going to be cut. I think we've done pretty well to address that that lackluster receiver room. I mean, at the end of the day, only time will tell. I really only have 1.5 guys I can trust. Christopher Ford is already injured. He's ready to play though, so it's okay. Sit out for this drive. Kawhi Pearman gets us started with the touchdown. I'm guessing slot receiver is Brandon Washington. Yeah, it is. There. I was about to say, this is go for a territory. So now that we're done with the draft free agency, we're kind of in preseason. I say kind of, we are. We're at a point where we can talk. So there is some NFL news that has happened since I last streamed. Okay. Jair Alexander signs a 1-year, $6 million deal, I want to say, with the Baltimore Ravens. Now, I believe it is a $4 million contract with $2 million incentives. Really good signing for the Ravens. Get a known good player for cheap, because we all know. Well, I can't say we all know. I don't know if you guys know. Jair Alexander is an amazing player. His big issue is it's not often he's playing. He's, over the past few years, missed more games than he has played in. And that's not really a good thing. Something that actually just happened today. Former Ravens and Jets linebacker C.J. Mosley has decided to call it a career. I mean, happy retirement to you. Now, nothing really is happening with him. He was a guy who I didn't think would be very impactful this upcoming season. But still, he has had an amazing career. Yeah, 33 years old. Congratulations to him. Okay, Washington, I get it. You're proving me wrong. Good catch by Walton. Chet Pagel, what was Afro? I didn't realize the clock. I mean, they got pressure. Good job by them. Vance, why, Vance? You gotta jump for that. Ooh, they're gonna say Tevin Justice down just short. Looks like it's literally as close as you can get without going over. Untouched by the enemy. There we go. Do or die mode for the Texans. Under 3.5 to go. They are in the red zone, but facing a 4th and 11. Bang! Brought pressure, forced the inaccurate throw. And that's going to do it. Now, it is preseason, so a big thing. Sorry, Texans, I really don't care. Is stats. Rushing, Tevin Justice did amazing. It looks like wasted time, I agree. Brian Vance, the tight end, actually doing pretty solid. Okay. Alfonso Walton, 4 for 36. Solid as well. 4 for 22, 4 for 64, 3 for 25, 3 for 44. It looks like we had one of our rookies, Luke Gaines, Alfonso Walton. So whoever we ended up drafting later on, well, he got injured, so it's not necessarily his fault. Blocking, 2 sacks for Michael Watkins and Jaron Westbrook. Watkins, it's okay. Get it out now. 8 for Fryer, 7 for Kari Devine, 5 for Kurt Cox. 2 sacks for Rashad Bowden. Welcome to the NFL. Matthew Smith and DeAndre Dunbar. Fighting for 1. And yeah. So, pretty good game. Unfortunately, all the receivers, it's kind of like a 7-way battle. And the one guy didn't get anything because he was injured. But unfortunately, I was not expecting everyone else to do that well. Christopher Ford, I believe his name is. Actually, did Antoine Mays get a catch? He did not. So Antoine Mays could definitely be on the chopping block. Oh, I have no idea. Bowden is our starter. Yes, we are investing in the rookie. We spent a first round pick. Screw it. Zone coverage. Why not? I'm not really paying attention to these because, well, I think they're utterly useless. I don't want you to change to Mario Conley. Are you serious? You are a goat. Hi, Boo. My wonderful kitty cat. Well, if they reset receivers, that's got me wondering what exactly happened. I honestly think that might be the move. Is to literally like have Antoine Mays not be the one to make it. Unfortunately, like I said, it really sucks. But at the same time, I seriously did not think we would draft that well, and all these second year guys would play as well as they are. So, you know, it's just unfortunate that it's happened this way, but ain't gonna catch me complaining. Which, like I said, I really am sorry. Like I had hopes. Antoine Mays, with us. Oh well. Also, quickly, I need to check what numbers some of these guys are wearing because that's a big thing. You guys are fine because you two are old. 686 free. Okay, I can get behind it. 65 for Westbrook. I can get behind as well. 41, 94. Okay. 93, 13. 13, I'm not the biggest fan of. I feel like you're just wasting a number at that point. 54 and 53, I can get behind. So I do think we'll change off of number 13, strictly because I think there's better positions to have that number. Zier Queen with the walk-in. We tripped him, that's the best way to put it. Beautiful job there. He's injured though. Shoot, that sucks. In preseason, you know, injuries always suck in preseason. Down he goes. So I was recently looking at my my YouTube. What is it called? I don't know what it's called. I'm trying to think and I'm blanking. Oh, I guess I can check quickly. YouTube Studio. That's what I wanted to say, but I didn't want to get it wrong. Or as it's actually titled on my phone, YT Studio. I didn't do that, so I guess they did. I saw how well my ranking NFL quarterbacks video did, and it's got me wondering. Because I can't really do many videos anymore, unfortunately. The main reason with that is, it's just my phone. I don't know why. Well, I guess I do. My phone is old. I've had it since, what, 8th grade? And I've been out of school for a year now. So my phone is 8th grade, 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade, 12th grade. 6 years. So I might have to invest in a new phone. I don't care how good it is or whatever. I simply just need it to be able to record videos. That's about all I use my phone for. Is Twitter. And Twitter's strictly for like sports news, by the way. Like you could check my Twitter. All that shows up on my Twitter is, sports news and, Nintendo. Right now, because the Switch 2 it's big, but normally it's not even Nintendo. That's all that shows up. Oh, gee. It's second quarter, right? So, yeah, Carl Crawford's out there. Good catch by Gaines. We don't really have time. Take it under 20 seconds. Probably honestly run it to it hits 0. I'll take it to like 15. A bit less considering that's not even counting the play. It's preseason, man. Come on. It's preseason. Okay, Washington, I think you've made your point. That's all I use my NFL, my phone for is literally for Twitter. I do use YouTube on rare occasions on my phone. And then, just call, text people, and then, like I said, my content. I really don't use a phone. So, yeah. Might have to look into getting a new phone soon. My sister said there was like an iPhone, I don't remember which one it was, that was going for like $150 right now, and it's like the phone I have costs less than $100. Like, yeah. Plus, I trust Apple. As long as I don't drop my phone, which, knock on wood, I haven't in a long time. When I say drop, I've dropped it a good amount actually. It's just not bad drops. Oh, you gotta catch that. That was a good throw, Vance. That's twice now you've made a costly mistake. Washington, I get it. You earned it, all right? Good Miles. Down to the one. Okay. First off, you gotta catch that. Second off, I meant to throw that to R1. I'm used to the running back being triangle sometimes, so I was just like a gut thing. And, well, my gut was wrong. But Antoine Mays, you gotta catch that. That's going to probably, I mean, that might be the dagger for you here. The ball, are you serious? This game all of a sudden isn't over. Screw it. He's had a good game. Let's try him. I was gonna say if he caught that, he might bump Keenan Poindexter down to roster. Okay. 2 minutes, 5-point game, so it is a touchdown. They are getting plenty of pressure though, which concerns me. We are probably going to have to trade for a tackle. So I'm not upset against. I've compiled these picks for those reasons. If we ever need to trade for a guy, we have the draft capital to do so. Ooh, sails that throw. Tackle him inbounds. Great. It's crazy that they've only lost 20 seconds. Well, now 40. Good job to hang on to that one. I thought that ball was going flying. Well, the good news is we should have a drive or a chance. The big thing here is going to be a 2-point conversion. Because it's preseason. I don't want to tie. So there's a good chance I'm going to end up going for it if it's a 3-point game rather than taking the tie. And he sailed the pass. So it is 1-point game. This is doable. All right, Chet Pagel. Show him what you got. Gotta say, you better get out of bounds. Antoine. Oh, he's wearing 81. That's cool. Glad to see his numbers not been taken. Okay. That's 65's fault. But we know who that is. It's the left tackle. Bad throw, man. Oh. The throw, you gotta. Maybe not complete, but you gotta at least have a better throw than that. And we get hit as we throw. Oh, boy. Yeah, I don't think we have time. If they somehow manage to not take an extra 10 seconds out. I mean, look at that. That's 6 seconds right there. Even if we were to stop them, the clock, it would run low. It would run past. Unless they literally threw the football here and it got incomplete, which they're kneeling it. So they know. Okay, we have 1 second. Do we have a miracle? We don't. Oh well. Trying to lateral it. Rushing. Miles did well. Justice got hurt. I was wondering why he wasn't out there. Brandon Washington yet again making his point. Everyone did well. Even Antoine Mays finally getting involved. Okay. Who are we looking for? Did he not make a catch again? Okay, he didn't. That's concerning. Total tackles, a bunch of guys with 6 and 5 sacks. Okay. Interceptions, just good. All right. We have one final game. Boy, oh boy, am I getting hungry. Oh well, we're almost there. One more game, and we gotta do the cuts. New injury. This is Tevin Justice. Philip Ellington. Okay. Gonna miss week 1, which is fine. Maybe not. It's against Arizona. You'd like to start out the season strong with a win against a division foe. Just quickly gonna check. Christopher Ford has yet to make a catch. You gotta wonder what that means. All these other guys, oh cool, they're catching the ball. But Christopher Ford, yet to make a catch. First game, we can give him a pass. He was injured. Last game, he was healthy. He has no excuse. I'm gonna quickly be right back. I'll quickly load us into the game. You can watch the cutscene.
personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
Watching paint dry.
This is just not fun anymore. Can't believe I paid for this.
Shit, my mic's been muted for so long. I'm sorry. I just now realized that. I would like to apologize. I don't know when it was muted. I don't know how much you've heard. I'm sorry. But that is going to do it for this stream. Hope you guys enjoyed. I did. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.